back. So let's see how I mess up today. Let's see what other kinks I still need to work out here to make things work. But Mob Nasty, thank you for joining me. Dave Martinez, thank you for joining me. What's up? As over the weekend, as I mentioned before, I went to see the new Super Mario Brothers movie, and gotta tell you, I had fun. I enjoyed it. I didn't hate it. So let's get into it. Let's break down the movie. It's gonna be half spoiler free, and then I'll get into a little bit of spoilers. But like I said, let's get into it. Welcome to the newest episode of SDW.
Super Dario World.
Gus, what is up, man? Thanks for joining me. It's been a minute. I know. It's been a minute, but I'm back. And also, if I sound terrible or for a minute, just you don't recognize a little bit, it's because I am taking a lot of medications because I got a lot of stuff going up in my nose. Not cocaine, all right? I wish. I'm really congested, and I just took it's a nasal spray that uncongests it, so if you hear a lot of, it's probably because of that. So, sorry, but what can I do? I'm hoping that finally I'll get rid of the stupid sinusitis or whatever. It doesn't matter. But let's get into it. Let's talk a little bit about the film. So, really quickly, for those of you who just care, is it worth your money or not? What is it, like $10 to go to the movie theater, plus, I don't know, maybe some snacks, maybe something else, unless you go to Mexico and you can get a 2-for-1 deal, and it's actually not bad. Yeah, it's worth your money. It's enjoyable. You walk out of there, you'll have some fun. The biggest critique I have for the movie is that it's actually too fast. Everything goes by too quickly. It's like they told them, hey, we have these 100 things that you need to throw in there. And so it goes breakneck speed. You don't really have time to actually savor everything that's going on. Again, it's too quickly. They did too much too fast, but I get it. They're trying to jumpstart a massive franchise, so understand it. So again, if you want to go have fun, it's going to be really quick. I mean, the movie's not quick. It's not a short film, but you'll enjoy it. You'll walk out of there, you'll be like, I was smiling. I caught myself at moments during the film. I was like, oh my God, So, the kid in me was happy. And to answer your question, before you even ask it, yes, I am considering doing a shot-for-shot remake of the Super Mario Brothers commercial with Eric. I don't know how it's going to work out, but I do kind of want to do it. Maybe. Again, we'll see how it works out, but it does look like a lot of fun. It looks like it's going to be enjoyable. Lupi Dario, yes, un pericazo. I don't have the nose for it. Seriously, I can't take any risks with my nose right now. I just want to stop, being infected all the time. It sucks. It sucks not being able to breathe when you're sleeping. But anyway, it's better. It's just, I'm always loopy and I always have these things under my eyes and it sucks. But before we get into, again, so getting it out of the way. Fun movie, enjoyable experience. Easter eggs up the wazoo. A lot of nostalgia, enjoyable. The characters are fun. The voice was actually, I didn't mind Chris Pratt's voice. I've heard a lot of people complain. I didn't really care. In fact, I didn't really notice it that much that it was Chris Pratt. The acting was fine. Mario's always been kind of a blah character in many ways. For example, if you play him in Super Smash Brothers, he's like the basic bitch. He's fun to use, but basic. It's like the standard model. Not the fastest, not the strongest, not the most agile, not the best defense, but not the worst either. So he's right there in the middle. And again, so performance was fine. Overall, I think the one who really stole the movie was probably Jack Black. I know that some people did not like the singing part, but I was like, it's fine. I had issues with Bowser where he was either not evil enough or not ridiculous enough. So they were in a very odd middle. I feel like it worked. It's just I would have liked a little bit more. Chuck Dominguez, thank you for joining me. So overall, fun film. So if you've got time to go watch a movie, I'd say go watch John Wick first, and then this one. You'll have fun. Take the kids. It's an enjoyable film. You'll have a good time. And before I actually even get into the critiques, and while we're sticking to the Super Mario stuff, if Nintendo manages to come out with a Legend of Zelda movie, a Metroid Prime movie, Captain Falcon movie, Star Fox movie, a Kirby movie, and they all connect into this big Nintendo cinematic universe that culminates in Super Smash Brothers, I don't think I can find enough money to throw at them. I won't. I'll look everywhere, and I will not be able to find enough money that we can throw at them. Nintendo is such a bizarre company in that way that they have all these great franchises that could be making so much money out of, and they're not. It's really bizarre. Like, we were in Super Nintendo World in Japan, and we were in line, me and my kid brother, and we were just basically riffing because we're waiting for the Mario Kart ride, and we're just riffing like, well, what could they do to make money? And we came up with so many rides for so many characters and ways that they could actually enhance the rides that they're already there. Like, for example, the Super Mario one. Let's say it's kind of like a enhanced reality Mario Kart ride. Like, imagine if you go into the Buzz Lightyear ride, in Disney where you shoot stuff. Imagine kind of that, but Super Mario, and instead of being actual animatronics, it's an enhanced reality, meaning that you put on some glasses and it appears like they're in the room with you. It's really interesting technology. It's a lot of fun. And so we were like, imagine that, but they give you the option of like, hey, you can buy a character figurine, kind of like an amiibo, and you bring it there and you're controlling that character and you're getting points for it. And so, or you can customize your own. And so people would buy it. I would have bought it. And it's like, boy, you get $10, $15 extra, but they don't like money. They don't like money. So again, this is going to be a franchise. We're going to see more movies of this. So again, make a Kirby movie, make a Star Fox movie, make a Captain Falcon movie, which is, I think, F-Zero. Is that the name of the franchise? I don't know. Make all of them. Have them culminate in the Super Smash Brothers movie. That'd be phenomenal. That'd be great. There's too many movie universes. I understand. But this is actually a good one. It has a lot of potential. And it will be all animated, which is even better. So, again, don't listen to me. People, fuck you, whatever. They won't listen to me. But let's get back into the movie. Actually, even before we get into the movie, have you guys seen the Tears of the Kingdom trailer? Like the newest one. It came out like 2-3 years ago. Have you seen it? Do yourself a favor. Stop watching this video right now and go watch that trailer. It's like 4 minutes long. Holy shit. By the way, for those of you who don't know what I'm talking about, it's The Legend of Zelda Tears of the Kingdom. The game comes out in, less than a month? Holy shit. 3 seconds after the trailer was done, I pre-ordered the video game. Like, I just did it. Oh my god. Like, I was so hyped for it. It looks epic as hell. Freaking Nintendo just... If there's a franchise where they give it their all and every single time they're trying to make a masterpiece that surpasses already like what seems to be a perfect masterpiece, it's that one. Legend of Zelda looks like they want to. They already right now they're the record holders for the best video game franchise of all time. I think in terms of quality, in terms of fun, how it is, in terms of how iconic it is. I'd say Legend of Zelda, and they just they keep one-upping themselves. It's insane, or at least it looks like. When we play the game, maybe it's like a Pokemon situation where it just comes out, it's all glitchy and shit. Well, that would suck. But at least I know for the next month, I'm just gonna be replaying Breath of the Wild. If I can, I'll finish Hyrule Warriors, and then I'm gonna stick to, and then I'm just gonna hit Tears of the Kingdom. Hit the ground running with that one because I'm very excited. And so, Gus Becerra, wasn't there rumors of a live-action Star Fox? Are you kidding me? That's not all right. Listen. The Lion King did not have a live-action movie, okay? It was just a different type of animation, all right? It was still computer-generated imagery. It's not a live-action. You can't make a live-action Star Fox unless you make one with a pilot whose, code name is Star Fox. But supposedly, if I remember the lore correctly, Star Fox, it's a super... They actually took a fox, they enhanced it, they actually... took out the bottom half of their body, so they actually installed like mechanical legs, and that's why they're able to pilot, and that's why they move the way they do. That's so, if I remember correctly, don't quote me on it, it's been a minute, but yeah. And all in for Zelda movie. Listen, in my experience, video game movies tend to not work out very well when it's live action. There's few exceptions. The problem is it's very, very difficult to beat animation. It just is. There's certain franchises that apply to it and certain franchises that don't. And so Legend of Zelda, maybe it's just going to be very hard for you to beat animation, because with animation you have perfect acting, perfect lighting, perfect audio, perfect everything. You can control the whole experience. Also, Link doesn't talk. He makes noises. So they would actually be giving a personality to Link. I mean, Link has kind of a personality, but they would actually have to give him lines, and that makes it particularly difficult because everybody's got an image of Link in their heads. Everybody and their mother. It's unique to each and every single one, because every single person is projecting whatever they want to project on Link. That's what makes him phenomenal. That's what makes him a great character. That's what makes him very enjoyable to play with and to go in this hero's quest with, because it still feels like it's Link, but you're projecting a lot into him because he's always saying the perfect thing in your head. So again, writing Link must be a freaking nightmare. I would not, I don't know if if Nintendo came up to me and be like, Dario, hey, we'll give you the chance to write the script for a Legend of Zelda movie, I obviously I would take it because I don't trust anybody else. But I'm not sure if I'd be like, are you sure? Like, you shouldn't do this. This is a bad idea. But if you're gonna do it, I'm gonna do it. But yeah, again, it's a very difficult task. Very, very difficult. You need to get an expert in there. Dude, I don't like I said, it's a tough sell for anybody, unless you write the least amount of lines necessary for Link. That's probably what I'd do. I'd be like, just keep it minimal. Like, you're not gonna be talking at all. You're gonna be doing a lot, but you're not gonna be saying a lot. I'm all in for a Zelda movie, live action animated. I'm more into the animated one, just again because it would look better. It would feel more like Legend of Zelda, and again, you just can't compare. You just can't compare when it comes to fantasy stuff with animation against live action. It looks silly. It looks dumb. You need to put crazy amounts of money into it, and still it's gonna look kind of silly. Let me see. The way Amazon killed Lord of the Rings prequel makes me say stay away from Zelda. Yes, but again, I mean, if you want to, I don't want to get too deep into the Lord of the Rings stuff, but Lord of the Rings, it was people, they wanted to write a fantasy series and they used Lord of the Rings as a skin suit. They did not want to make Lord of the Rings. If they wanted to make Lord of the Rings, they would have made Lord of the Rings, but they didn't. They wanted to make their own thing and they used Lord of the Rings as a skin suit, and that's why it was terrible. Even as just the series, it was objectively bad, or it was really bad writing. But whatever, it had money behind it. So again, you know what? Lose your money. I don't care. But let's get back to the Super Mario Brothers movie. And again, a little bit more spoiler free. A little bit more spoiler free. So with your money, yes, I was enjoying. The little kid inside of me was very happy. Everybody who I've talked to has enjoyed the movie. It's fun. Again, it's got a bunch of Easter eggs. You need to watch it a couple of times in order to go through at least half. Like, it's non-stop Easter eggs. Non-stop. But it's fun. Too fast for my personal preference. I think it was a little bit too fast. And I did not... I mean, they do my boy Luigi very dirty. As the second child, I rarely got to play as Mario. Whenever I played Super Mario, I tended to be Luigi. I preferred Luigi. I like green better than blue. And so it was only through time that I ended up, in the Mario role because my name is Dario. But whatever. The point is, they did my boy Luigi dirty because I preferred Luigi. But here, Luigi is the incompetent damsel in distress. And basically, he's a black hole of bad luck that drags Mario down. That's his role. So again, they do Luigi very dirty. Out of the voice acting, I think my least favorite one was probably Donkey Kong. Seth Rogen. I just can't see Seth Rogen as somebody who's, big, buff, and, dangerous. Like, I would have picked somebody else. It sounded kind of like a stoner with a gorilla's body. And so I was like, I don't love it. I don't like man-child stuff. I didn't particularly love it. I would have picked somebody else. So, least favorite voice casting, by far Seth Rogen. Didn't particularly like the way that they used Donkey Kong in general, but whatever. It's a secondary character. They did my boy Luigi dirty. and the movie just goes by too fast. So there you go. Also, we needed Yoshi in there. I'm like, Yoshi's my favorite. Not enough Yoshi. No such thing as too much Yoshi. Said it, meant it. Let's see. Took the kids. They loved it. Yeah, telling you, the kids will enjoy it. You'll love it. It's if there's a movie where you want to watch it with your kids, go and watch this movie. It's fun. It doesn't have anything that you're like, you gotta cover their eyes or whatever. It's not too violent. It's got a good message overall, and I'll get into that a little bit more in the spoiler sections. John Cena or even The Rock is Donkey Kong. You know, because of the showboating, I do see The Rock a little bit more. Like, if you smell, like I could see him more as a Donkey Kong. John Cena, he does have the meathead voice. The thing is, they needed somebody who's more of a meathead, not somebody who's like a It just, I don't know. Just Seth Rogen does not fit. He fit Pumbaa like a freaking ring, you know? Like he's a perfect Pumbaa. Really bad Donkey Kong. Chris Pratt, fine as Mario. Charlie Day, fine as Luigi. Jack Black, great as Bowser, at least in my humble opinion. Everybody else, fine. My one complaint is there, Seth Rogen. So there you go. Oh my, is it because of me trying to do the Seth Rogen laugh? I can't do it. I don't have it. Very few. There's only one person in the world who could do that laugh, and that's Seth Rogen. Anyway, so let's get into, all right, so we're going to go into spoilers. So again, that was spoiler free, and I'm not going to go too deep into spoilers, just a little bit, just my personal opinion overall. So this movie is in a way kind of a hero's journey, not specific, not exactly, not to a T, and in fact, the people who tell you it's the hero's journey is wrong. Now, for those are wrong. For those of you who don't know what the hero's journey is, the hero journey is basically, let me see, short version. Based off an analysis out of pretty much every single story in history, a writer found a pattern that every single story follows, and he called it pretty much every single story of a hero follows, or at least the successful ones, and he called that the hero's journey. Most movies follow it. If you watch, let's say, Star Wars follows it. A New Hope follows it almost to a T. And like, just to give you like quick examples, there's few beats that each movie has to follow. Actually, I don't know. I don't even have to get into this that much. So the point is, it doesn't really follow the hero's journey because the hero's journey requires a reluctant hero. All right, it's kind of necessary. Like the character who doesn't want to be a hero, that he needs to be trained and stuff. Now, Mario is anything but a reluctant hero, and I've heard complaints that the movie's like, oh well, it's kind of cringy because it's got the cringy girl boss, and I heard a lot of complaints about Peach, but that it make Mario kind of a loser and irrelevant. But Mario, in my humble opinion, from where I was sitting, was anything but irrelevant. It was one of those things like only Mario could have done that, which is, again, it's kind of one of those prerequisites for kind of filling the hero's journey or whatever. But to me, the interactions between Peach and Mario seemed like, let's say, a level 50 character training a level 1 character. So it's not that the level 1 character is like completely incompetent. It's just he's inexperienced. And throughout the movie, we see Mario be extremely competent from fixing faucets, from the thing with the dog and the shower and the toilet. It's like, oh, Mario is very capable. He's really quick. He's really competent. The problem is that he's unlucky, and every single thing that has to do with him being unlucky is represented by Luigi. Luigi, again, is a black hole following Mario around. He's just bad luck impersonated. However, Mario's journey is, he wants to save his brother. They're twin brothers. By the way, I just found that out. They're twin brothers, but whatever. So they're twin brothers, and Mario refuses to believe that Luigi is anything to him, but like somebody. Well, let me see. I can't find the right way to say it, but basically, like, he's actually a burden on him. He believes down to his core that Luigi makes him better. That the Mario brothers, when they're together, they're invincible. And he refuses to believe anything else. He refuses to hear anything else. He's focused. He's ready he doesn't need to be pushed. He kind of just needs to be told where to go. And so to me, that's not an incompetent character. That's a very special character, and it's a very beautiful message, you know? Family, like it's the love between brothers, being like not looking his family as a burden, even though at many times they're a major pain in the ass and your life might be better without him. But it's complete focus and doing every single thing in your power, even more, going beyond the levels of reason to make it happen. So again, I don't understand the particular complaints. Like, I don't get it. And Peach was fine. She was fun. It's one of those things like, well, I've heard this complaint that the movie could have happened without Mario. It's like Indiana Jones, and it's like, did you see the movie? I mean, Mario plays kind of a very important part in it in many ways. Now, sure, again, Peach was very competent because she's like a level 50 character in this world. Mario just needed to catch up, and he needed to play the key part. Now, there's certain things that I don't particularly like about the movie, but they kind of stay within the lore of the world. Like, there's certain things that I would consider to be BS, but it's well established in Mario lore that certain things exist that do certain things, and in spite of me not liking it, they exist in that world and they are part of it and they use them. So it's like, all right, fine. I don't particularly love that in terms of storytelling, but in terms of staying true to the franchise, all right, they stay true to the franchise. By the way, I forgot how to speak English, apparently. I don't know why. Like, I've been spending too much time down here. I don't even speak proper English anymore. So, short version, it's fun. It's a fun movie. You'll walk out smiling. If you're a fan of the franchise, let me just slow down. If you're a fan of the franchise, you'll walk out of there and you'll be like, that was fun. If you gotta take your kids to the movies, that's a movie they'll enjoy. It's a fun franchise. It's a fun movie. It's good for boys. It's good for girls. It's not particularly good for middle siblings or whatever, but whatever. You can get over it. Fine. It's fine. So I enjoyed it. Again, I'm happy that there's good movies in the movie theaters now. I saw John Wick 4. Great. This one, now Super Mario Brothers movie. It's great. I enjoyed it. I'm happy to go back to the movie theaters. I'm happy that there's movies that I'm like, hey, you know what? I'll spend my money there in spite of, inflation, being out of control. But it's like, worth it. Worth it seeing it on the big screen. So I think that's a good place to stop. I think it's good overall. Again, worth your money. I enjoyed it. Good characters. Fair review. In my humble opinion, if I do say so myself. But right now, supposedly tomorrow, I'm going to be loading the review we did for Suzume. Me and my kid brother Eric, we watched it, and we did a review like in the car as we were driving home. I don't know if it's particularly great. I don't know if the audio is going to be any good. I'm going to try it. I'm going to edit it right now. I'm having issues loading it from my phone to the computer, but hopefully I'll work that out. When I do, you'll get to see it. Hopefully I'll do it by tomorrow. But I think that's it for today. As always, let me see. Comments, questions, or suggestions, you can find me at Super Dario World on Instagram and at DarioSDW. What else? Again, probably tomorrow, if not by Wednesday. It's an Otaku Tuesday. It's an animated movie. If you want, like, quick 2 seconds, the movie's fun. You should watch it. There you go. But we go a little bit deeper, and we're in the car, and it's probably not safe, and it's probably gonna look like crap, but whatever. We did it. I'm gonna load it. So that's it. As always, thanks for joining me, and I'll see you again next time.